This is the Global Intelligence Update for Thursday, September 4th, 2025, from intelligenceanalysis.org. Global intelligence monitoring is crucial for identifying emerging threats. Recent updates highlight the need for vigilance across cyber, environmental, and geopolitical domains. Continuous analysis ensures timely responses to evolving challenges, safeguarding global stability. For in-depth insights, intelligenceanalysis.org offers detailed reports on these critical developments. The global security landscape is marked by strategic competition among major powers, with cyber warfare capabilities expanding rapidly. This convergence of traditional and emerging threats is reshaping national security concerns, as technology plays a pivotal role in this evolving environment. Understanding these dynamics is crucial for addressing the challenges posed by sophisticated cyber operations and technological advancements. Strategic competition among major powers is intensifying, with cyber and information warfare blurring peace and war boundaries. Cyber operations now target critical infrastructure and intellectual property, posing wartime risks. The rapid development of artificial intelligence and advanced technologies is being weaponized, while transnational crime networks expand, threatening global economic and social stability. The Sahel region faces escalating instability as violent extremist organizations expand control, with Mali nearing civil war. This instability affects neighboring Burkina Faso and Niger. The Wagner Group's influence complicates security partnerships. Cybercrime is rampant, with over 30% of criminal activity in Africa being cyber-related. South Africa and Egypt are major ransomware targets, while syndicates like Black Axe grow into organized, lucrative operations. Chinese cyber operations, notably the Salt Typhoon campaign, have breached major telecommunications globally, compromising sensitive data. North Korea's expanded cyber threats target financial and defense sectors, with advanced cryptocurrency theft and ransomware. Territorial disputes in the South and East China Seas heighten instability, while Asia-Pacific military spending surpasses Europe, indicating escalating regional tensions. The Middle East's security landscape is reshaped by the October 7, 2023 attacks, highlighting evolving terrorist tactics and psychological warfare. Iranian cyber operations and Syria's political shifts further complicate regional dynamics. Humanitarian crises in Gaza and the West Bank exacerbate radicalization risks, posing long-term security threats. Russian cyber operations have intensified across Europe, targeting government networks and critical infrastructure. The United Kingdom's National Cybersecurity Centre reported a threefold increase in significant attacks, with 430 incidents requiring support. Energy security vulnerabilities were exposed by a blackout in Spain and Portugal, emphasizing the need for cybersecurity integration in renewable energy systems. The European Commission's ReArm Europe initiative proposes $150 billion in defense investment, including a $3.5 billion cybersecurity fund. Chinese cyber operations are increasingly sophisticated, targeting North American critical infrastructure. Russian intelligence exfiltrated vast data from Microsoft, affecting United States government accounts. Unmanned systems pose rising threats due to commercial access. Nuclear threat assessments show China and Russia expanding missile capabilities. Notably, climate change is absent from the 2025 annual threat assessment, highlighting shifting priorities. Latin America faces severe security challenges, with homicide rates up to 8 times the global average. Organized crime inflicts economic losses of 3.5% of gross domestic product, impacting education and social programs. Approximately 30,000 Mexican youths are involved in diverse criminal activities. Criminal organizations have expanded into illegal mining, human trafficking, and counterfeit pharmaceuticals, rivaling drug trafficking profits. Eastern Europe's security landscape is heavily influenced by the Russia-Ukraine conflict. Russia's strategy avoids direct North Atlantic Treaty Organization confrontation, leveraging cyber operations and information campaigns. Sabotage activities have escalated, with pro-Russian operatives involved in arson and assassination plots. Energy security is critical, as Russian actions have prompted regional diversification and infrastructure protection efforts. The Salt Typhoon campaign highlights China's ability to infiltrate United States telecommunications and global networks, showcasing extensive systematic capabilities. Russian intelligence exfiltrated vast data from tech giants, complicating attribution due to state and non-state actor coordination. Cyber threats now target critical infrastructure, with artificial intelligence enhancing both attack and defense, marking a significant evolution in cyber warfare sophistication. The expiration of the New START Treaty in February 2026 leaves a significant gap in arms control, with no replacement agreements in sight. The United States faces modernization hurdles, while Russia's Sarmat intercontinental ballistic missile system encounters delays. Emerging technologies like artificial intelligence and quantum computing shift nuclear balance, complicating strategic stability. China's rapid nuclear expansion adds multilateral complexity to arms control discussions. Contemporary terrorism has evolved, integrating sophisticated planning and psychological warfare. The October 7, 2023 attacks exemplify how terrorist groups blend invasion tactics with terror strategies for strategic objectives. Psychological warfare, amplified through social media and disinformation, influences public sentiment and decision-making. Unmanned systems offer new avenues for surveillance and attacks on critical infrastructure. Transnational organized crime significantly hinders global economic development, with Latin America losing 3.5% of its gross domestic product. Criminal enterprises diversify into illegal mining, human trafficking, and cybercrime. New groups like Venezuela's Tren de Aragua form alliances with European mafias. Youth recruitment, involving 30,000 teenagers in Mexico, threatens long-term social stability. Over 295 million people faced acute hunger in 2024, a rise of 13.7 million despite aid efforts. Sudan's civil war has created the largest humanitarian crisis, displacing millions and crippling food infrastructure. Aid cuts have led to 350,000 deaths, including 200,000 children, with millions losing access to essential services and health interventions. Artificial intelligence is revolutionizing disinformation, enhancing scale and sophistication through AI-generated content and deepfakes. This convergence with hybrid threats amplifies cyber operations and economic pressures. Social media platforms, optimized for engagement, are vulnerable, allowing hostile actors to exploit cognitive biases, impacting social cohesion and democratic governance. Energy infrastructure is a prime target due to its critical role in societal functioning. The shift to renewable energy introduces new cybersecurity vulnerabilities, necessitating security integration from the outset. Supply chain risks are heightened as adversaries exploit third-party vendors. International cooperation is hindered by varying regulations, complicating coordinated responses. Hybrid threats demand integrated defenses combining physical and cybersecurity measures. In Africa, violent extremism in the Sahel is the primary threat, with cybercrime expanding and Wagner Group influence emerging. Asia-Pacific faces Chinese cyber operations and North Korean nuclear capabilities, alongside territorial disputes. The Middle East deals with regional escalation post-October 7, Iranian proxy activities, and Syrian political transformation. Europe contends with Russian cyber operations, energy infrastructure vulnerability, and disinformation campaigns. Artificial intelligence integration into military systems enhances capabilities, potentially outpacing regulatory frameworks. Quantum computing advances threaten encryption, creating new vulnerabilities. Unmanned systems proliferation, driven by commercial demand and technological advances, converges with artificial intelligence and Internet of Things, exacerbating threats. Security planners must anticipate emerging threats and develop adaptive responses to rapidly evolving challenges. International cooperation mechanisms are under strain as complex security challenges arise amidst political divisions. The expiration of the new Strategic Arms Reduction Treaty in 2026, without replacement agreements, risks significant arsenal expansions. Additionally, the suspension of United States foreign aid exacerbates humanitarian crises, with United Nations experts noting severe impacts. Great power competition further limits effective governance and collaborative responses. The international security landscape demands adaptive capabilities to counter persistent competition and technological disruption. Integrating AI, quantum computing, and advanced materials into military systems challenges existing diplomatic frameworks. Addressing security threats requires comprehensive strategies that tackle economic, social, and environmental factors, emphasizing enhanced cooperation and innovation to safeguard democratic values in a contested global arena. That's it for today's update. We will be back on Monday with more. In the meantime, have a great weekend.